They found a staircase spiraling down further. The air grew colder with every step. Footsteps echoed in the distance. Theirs or someone else's, they couldn't tell. The faint sound of chains dragged along the concrete floor. At the bottom, a vast hall opened up. Strange machinery lined the walls, blinking softly in the darkness. Screens displayed distorted images of people, some familiar, some impossible. The group realized these were not recordings, but live feeds, watching themselves. The chanting had become a roar, emanating from the very walls. Shadows moved independently of the figures, crawling, twisting, reaching toward them. The floor trembled beneath their feet, sending a shiver of dread through every bone in their bodies. One of the group touched a panel on the wall. Suddenly, the machines powered up, and the entire hall was bathed in sickly green light. The figures on the screens turned toward them. The group screamed, but no sound escaped their throats. In the center of the hall, a massive symbol was etched into the floor, glowing faintly. The hooded figure stepped onto it, and the lights pulsed in rhythm with the chanting. The room seemed alive, reacting to the figure's presence. Escape suddenly felt impossible. The group pressed against the walls, trying to stay out of the figure's path. The air smelled of burned incense and rust, thick and suffocating. Every breath felt like inhaling shadows. Their flashlights flickered as if warning them not to proceed. From a dark corner, a faint scratching sound emerged. Something moved beneath the floorboards, just out of sight. Their hearts pounded in unison, a nervous drumbeat echoing in the cavernous hall. Every instinct screamed to flee, but legs felt leaden. A sudden whisper in one of their ears froze them. The words were indecipherable, yet unmistakably personal, as if the building itself knew their fears, their secrets. They spun around, but only the hooded figure remained, unmoving, yet all-seeing. They stumbled across a stack of old files. Medical charts, photographs, sketches of symbols, and cryptic notes. Each page seemed to hum slightly under their fingertips, vibrating with a malevolent energy. The past of this facility pressed down on them. The hooded figure extended both arms, and the candle's flames bent toward it as if caught in an invisible wind. The chanting grew deafening. The walls seemed to pulse, alive with the memories of every experiment conducted in this place. A door slammed shut behind them. Panic surged. They ran down a hallway lined with more cages and metal tables. Something unseen skittered across the ceiling. Each shadow seemed to breathe, to move with intent. Watching the center, facing a wall covered in strange symbols. On it rested a recording device. Pressing play revealed whispers and screams, layered, overlapping, a chorus of those who had been here before. The floor beneath their feet vibrated rhythmically. The glowing symbols on the walls throbbed in sync with a hidden passage revealed itself as a section of the wall shifted silently. Beyond it lay a narrow tunnel descending further into darkness. The floor beneath their feet vibrated rhythmically. The glowing symbols on the walls throbbed in sync with the chanting. Their minds struggled to comprehend what they were seeing. The air itself seemed alive, reacting to their fear, drawing them in. A hidden passage revealed itself as a section of the wall shifted silently. Beyond it lay a narrow tunnel descending further into darkness. From deep within, the chanting intensified, faster, urgent, almost commanding. Their only choice was forward. The tunnel narrowed, forcing them to move single file. Every step echoed like a drumbeat in the dark. Water dripped from above, splashing into unseen puddles. Faint whispers came from the walls, words they could almost understand but never fully grasped. They reached a junction. Two paths, each swallowed by darkness. A faint red glow emanated from the left. The right smelled of chemicals and decay. Hesitation gripped them. Even without choosing, the air seemed to push them toward the left. The left corridor opened into a cavernous chamber. The walls were lined with symbols that pulsed faintly, as if alive. Candles floated in midair, defying gravity, their flames bending and twisting unnaturally. The chanting grew louder, resonating through their bones. In the center of the room, a group of hooded figures stood around a circular symbol etched into the floor. They were chanting in unison, their faces hidden. One stepped forward and stared directly at the intruders, though its face remained invisible beneath the hood. A sudden breeze extinguished several candles. Darkness swallowed part of the room, yet the chanting continued. The figures seemed to shimmer in and out of sight. Every instinct screamed to run, yet their legs refused to obey. Something was compelling them to stay. One of them noticed a staircase leading further down, almost invisible behind the hooded figures. Something urged them forward. The chanting shifted, slower now, almost seductive, coaxing them into the depths. Fear wrestled with curiosity. They descended into a vast underground hall, where strange machinery hummed softly. Screens displayed faces of previous visitors, distorted, twisted. Some blinked, some screamed silently, all staring as if begging for release. The group shivered, realizing they were next. The hooded figure stepped toward the central symbol, raising its arms. The walls pulsed, lights flickered, and the air vibrated with a low, omnipresent hum. Shadows detached from the corners, slithering along the floor, coalescing into forms they could not comprehend. A door on the far side of the hall swung open slowly, revealing another corridor shrouded in darkness. The chanting became a deafening roar, echoing inside their skulls. Something ancient and malevolent awaited beyond, unseen yet palpable, its presence undeniable.